Today we are at Fisher Dream destination Tjuonajokk. It's in the time of the midnight sun. It's like 11:30 at night. We're going to the closest stream to Tjuonajokk for grayling fishing. And today we're going to go specifically into what gear we use for grayling, both using dry fly and nymph. So we're anchored up at the first stream. We're gonna go downstream from here and try to target grayling with dry fly in the shallow water just below these rocks I have down below me. And also we're gonna go through some shallower and faster water and see if there's some big grayling standing there as well. Tjuonajokk is based of quite many large lakes in between. Like between each stream. That makes kind of the streams really the prime place to be for the graylings, to have the most food, and I mean everything is happening there. So it's a real struggle for them to be able to have a place in the streams, because that's where everyone wants to be. The graylings here tend to be quite big when you're fishing the streams. So even the most shallow water in here can hold surprisingly big grayling. We're gonna have a look at that. I'm gonna start with taking a small thin camera, size 14. To fish grayling here, I would say there's only one rod that is a necessity to have, and that is a 9-foot 5-weight. In my case, it's the Vision Sisu. It's a new rod for this year, really nice. It's rigged with an Onki 110. It's an 11-meter weight forward fly line. It's all floating. Really nice for presentations with dry fly, but also quite an aggressive head, just to be able to throw small streamers, or if it's a little bit windy, a 4-weight. If you step it down, it's gonna be a little bit too light for fighting big grayling, but also if it's a little bit windy. Here I have the good compromise, I think, with the 5-weight, with quite an aggressive head. I can push it out. It's not really needed to be so delicate with the presentation as in fishing for more selective or difficult spooky fish. Here it's quite easy. The other way I see many do is to bringing, for example, a 5-weight and a 6-weight. But the trade-off I do is I have a 5-weight with an aggressive line that I can throw out in a little bit wind as well, because that happens up here. Every now and then it's gonna be a windy day, and a 6-weight or a 5-weight where you have some possibility to push through the wind is a good way to go. Medium arbor reel, Vision Air is this. You can use some large arbor reels as well. I like this neat style of reels. It's mostly just storage here, or if you hook into some trout or so. And the only thing we need to do now is first put some floatant on the fly. Easy, small piece on the wing. And when it comes to all grayling fishing, I use barbless hooks because they have quite sensitive mouths. Close that. Gonna focus on this blank spot right here. There, I'm hooked up right when I was about to make a new cast. And this is a decent grayling. Oh yeah, it's actually a big one. Yeah, like average size of 45 to 47 centimeters. This is how that looks. It's one of the very first casts here of the evening. Hooked on to this beautiful grayling on the dry fly. There. Wow. That's so nice. We're so near the boat, we're gonna have a closer look at it over there. So I was hoping to catch both a nice grayling on a dry fly and on a nymph. And to be honest, catching a dry fly here didn't take many minutes. I took like 3 casts in that calm water and we hooked into this fish. Beautiful fish, close to 50 centimeters on the clink hammer. This is how it looks right here. So gorgeous. And there it is. Fantastic start. I mean, what can you say? When rigging a rod like this, we're using a tapered leader. It goes out to be in the tip. It is 3x normally. That's what I have. And then in front of that, I use maybe a meter of 4x tippets in nylon. That's really how I rig it. Works great. And I don't go any thinner than that. They're not that picky, and also you don't want to break the leader on a big grayling. So that's the way to go, I would say. So 5x, 6x, really not necessary for this kind of fishing. Especially when you have a 5 weight, it's gonna put some pressure on the fish, so you get it in fast, and don't go too thin on the tippets. Yep, I'm hooked up. Took like no time. So one rod will have you catching fish all day, so it's really not needed. But I'll show you my other option that I also bring with me when I go grayling fishing, and that is the nymph rod Vision Nymph Maniac. Here I have the 10-foot 4-weight. It's a longer, lighter rod made for short distance nymph fishing, like Euro nymphing style. I'm gonna show you a few casts with this setup, and I have to say it's really not needed. It's super effective. Bring it if you want. This is how the rod looks. It's rigged with the nymph reel, Vision XLV nymph. Large harbor, really thin spool to be able to fit just very little line and still be very light. And then a Vision nymph line. Indicator, fluorocarbon leader, just to be able to get it down, make it sink faster. That's really the way to go. I use 2 nymphs, one unweighted on top here, and one anchor fly tungsten nymph. So we're gonna try fish just upstream here. And I actually drove over here with the boat like 15 minutes ago. But we're gonna see if there's still some grayling here anyway. My line is tangled in the rod tip. Got that fixed. Gonna bounce it along the bottom here. It's more shallow than I thought. Don't have that indicator too deep. Actually run it quite far above the surface here, just to be able to have the good depth towards the bottom. It's very shallow. I'm gonna walk more upstream. That's usually the way I do this. I enter the... Whoa, there's a fish. I just fished the lower parts of the hole just to cover it before entering the really deep water. That's a perfect way to do it. Start from below, then work yourselves up. It's actually a heavy fish. Or is it just really strong? See how that 4-weight really bends. 3-weight is really not an option here. But here it is. It's no monster. Like the average size grayling here, I would say. Beautiful grayling. Nice dorsal fin. The light rod is floating away. To make sure I hold it. Really nice grayling. Quick drink. Here you have it. Beautiful grayling at night. Lovely times. Let's go back. Alright. That was just barely in the hole. So we're gonna do an actual cast at the good spot. So here it is. Right in the hole. Drift it through. See if there's any contact. Towards the end of the line, end of the cast, I just let the flies and line tighten up, like the nymphs would be rising towards the surface. And up here I'm just bottom balancing, and there we have another fish. Great stuff. This one is much brighter than the other one. Bigger too. Use the net here, get it in fast. Ooh. Beautiful fish. Like 45 centimeters. Going back. Stands right below me here. Stands right here. Resting. You can even have fish that you haven't caught coming up, standing beside you like this, because they're really not spooky here. So it's been a lovely time at the stream. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know down in the comments what guide you want to have presented next. Is it more of flies, more of equipment? Yeah, let me know down below.